They've had a very settled off-season. They've got the Dally M Player of the Year, the coaches re-signed, they've got a few new recruits that are exciting to watch. Stephen Roach is my co-commentator today. I'm looking forward to seeing Newcastle build on a very impressive foundation from last year.
Yeah, good afternoon, Andrew, and also Jakey there on the sideline. Yeah, interesting to see what the Newcastle, they would have got plenty of confidence out of last season when they went on that great run. We heard the boys a little bit earlier talking about Kalen Ponga. What a superstar of the game. He will lead this Newcastle night side, but also added a little bit of strength through their halves. Now, if you have a look at it, Hastings got them to the semi-finals last year.
To lead out the Newcastle Knights, this will be some reception. They're so grateful to have Rugby League here. First went to Fiji for Rugby League way back. Oh, it would have been the Super League Nines, 1996. Long time ago. Kalen Ponga, well, we're talking megastar blocker.
Yeah, no, a superstar of our game. Well, the reigning Dally M winner too, so we're interested to see how he goes this afternoon. Got the ability to bob up, but mainly on the left-hand side. Gee, he creates plenty of opportunities. And how good a shape does he look in too? Super fit. I'm sure we'll talk about the fullback on the other side of the ledger in the Melbourne Storm in Pappenhausen. I reckon everyone in Rugby League would be wishing him all the best and an injury-free season.
Absolutely. Harry Grant is captain. Tui Kamikamifa just behind him. Listen to this reception for the Storm.
Okay, stay on.
So let's get a feast of Rugby League underway on this Saturday with Kalen Ponga getting us underway and Josh King with the first hit up of the afternoon.
He played State of Origin.
State of Origins. So Melbourne with a change is Tristan Powell. We saw him last week against the Bulldogs. Looking to lock down a spot here with the Storm. Now Hughes just delivering up short there to Chris Lewis. Saw very little first grade last year. Now Welsh, Hughes, good build-up, great build-up, sensational build-up. Yes, Elias Katoa scoring the try.
We know what a damaging ball runner he is. Walsh with a slick pass with the second man. There's the money ball. Got caught flat-footed there. Hastings in the headgear. That was the problem there. He just motored straight through that hole. Just watch there, just got interested. Come across on Hughes. That allowed the space to open up there for Katoa. And they've had a great start to the game. The Melbourne Storm opened the scoring.
Yeah, second year with the Storm. Katoa ended up playing 21 first grade games last year. He's been such a handy player for them. And given the injury problems that Pappenhausen has had, even more so.
They want to play on here. They can smell blood in the water now.
The arrow to play it in front of the post. Must be hard to keep cohesion going when you make so many changes in one hit. King to play it here. Changes at half and hooker and fullback as well as Pezzett, and across. Seve gets another touch and an offload. Back for Stewart. An easy one at the end for Xavier Coates to virtually fall over the line.
Straight away the left-hand side. Good formation here. A long cut-out pass. Pezzett gets the ball on. And this is the money ball here. The defence has been pretty good. The offload out the back. Xavier Coates won't get an easier one. He's been a handful. Zet with the goal kick now.
Pezzett from just in from touch. Good strike. And there's another two. And it looks very impressive on the board. What they've done on the field has been really good. So full set. 10 metres out. They'll take the first one through Jack Hetherington. It'll be Jack playing it to Jack. Cogger, Hastings, fingertip control, gamble, and then Tuola goes over in the corner. Newcastle outpointed early.
I thought they should have gone through the hands again here, but they get the desired result. The cut-out pass, they had the extra man. That's a good finish. Tuala to finish off there for the Newcastle Knights. They hit back. As you said, Andrew, they haven't panicked. They've been good on both sides of the field. Just
in sprinting up to put the pressure on the kick, whether he somehow got winded in any way. He was bordering on a little distress there, Christian Welsh. Played by Valepu, who's on now. Another one we got to see last week. Lazarus Valepu. Wishart. Russell Smith. Welsh puts his hand up again. Another offload. Back for Keegan Russell Smith. There was a little opportunity. Craig Bellamy won't mind that. The young bloke backing himself to take a dash at the line. And there's a run. Talk about taking a dash at the line. Jonah Pezzett. Well, he has embarrassed the Knights' defence there. He was like a bit like the Roadrunner, to be honest. He almost came to a complete stop and then took off again.
He looks up. A little bit of footwork at the line. They've been beaten a couple of times, haven't they, through the middle. And Pezzett now is a tiring Newcastle Knights side. Little man with speed at the line, with sweltering conditions, support in and out. And a good little bit of footwork. And when he played for the New South Wales, was it the 19s or 20s? Had a great game at Leichhardt Oval that day. And he is just ripe for the picking for Melbourne.
And, you know, Pappenhausen is evidence of that. It's quite a sight behind the kick into the fence. Jake on the sideline. He was hoping someone else would pick it up. And he ended up having to do the kicking duties himself. Gagai, gee, there's a lot hitting the grass here from the Knights. Tuala does a good recovery mission there.
Just a little bit deep, aren't they? The last couple of times they've gone out that right-hand side. Got to get up. The bloke who's running the ball, Gagai would have looked at his winger there and said, come on, get up with me.
I don't know, what's your scores out of 10 on the run? I've got Melbourne probably around about 9 and maybe Knights 5 out of 10 first half. Hastings, Ponga. Oh, I'll tell you what, it could change pretty quickly though. With superstar quality, Ponga sets it up. Bradman Best scores. They've hardly been carving up the Melbourne defence. They get one little break and they turn it into maximum reward.
Well, that's what happens when you've got superstars in your side. Just explodes onto the football. You've got to be so good in your defence on this guy. So strong around the hip area, just bounce out of tackles, and Best gets over the Newcastle Knights just like that. Got some wonderful attacking players, and they can turn the scoreboard on its head. When you're supporting Kalen Ponga, we mentioned a little bit earlier, like how he can bust tackles. You've got to be on board. Best there right on the spot.
And there it is, 8 points the difference. And that will make them feel a little better going to half-time. We can't wait. Second half underway here. And Melbourne leading by 8.
Ball not finding the target. They had an opportunity. Pappenhausen cleans up the back there for the Melbourne Storm.
And now Harry Grant on a run. Let's take the half-time report from Jake Duke.
Most of the focus at half-time, guys, the Storm go through.
They do go through off a Jerome Hughes pass. Joe Chan. We'll get back to it in a moment, Jake. We'll see how this plays out. Storm storming their way to the line. Long ball for Tonomapia to get over. Officials happy that it was line ball. And a striking attack from Melbourne. You think of the involvement from the kick retrieval.
Yeah, good play there. Beautiful pass there from Hughes. Just sucking in Thompson. And it's a great tackle here at the back end of the field there for the Newcastle Knights. Pezzett just sums it up quickly. He knows he's got the numbers. Best a little bit slow to get back there on the retreat. And a good finish again after we saw a good start of the second half there from the Knights, but Hughes just taking control, but there's the pass over the top. The confidence from Bissett. Not only run the ball to score his first try here, but now the long pass over the top. Didn't think about it twice. Storm get the first try of the second half. Just got wrong-footed a little bit.
Kamikamica off Hughes. 19 to go. It's still loads of time, but it'll be a big step towards a victory if Melbourne score here. Joe Chan done some good things here.
He's been good, Chan.
Ground announcer's doing his bit too, trying to get Melbourne going. Harry Grant! Harry Grant! He does it so well. Call him Prince Harry if you will.
Got great awareness around the markers, hasn't he? Deception, Harry Grant, slow off the tackle. I think they just got caught a man down there.
Captain Harry Grant. And a new kicker in Trey Stewart's. Now Wishart. Kamikamica.
Penalty, late contact.
Against the drag.
Linda, how good was that?
That's a beautiful piece of play. That is rugby league. Yeah, well, you can go back now and sit down. Linda Sharp has the last laugh, but they've done the switcheroo with the identical twins. Brodie Jones in defence. Last tackle, burrowing, and managing to get it down. Yes or no, Chan? He thinks so. No. No try.
He's saying no, shaking the head.
I have no try. I believe he grounds it short of the line.
On the last tackle. So we'll just check it. He won't get to play the ball. He's the last, Mr. Chan.
The ball is initially short of the line. We're just seeing if momentum takes him into the end goal. Yep. Okay, now give me an angle from the other side.
You mentioned a little bit earlier about Chan. 122
Just looking
metres.
at all available camera angles.
Second behind Kamikamica. He's had a hand in a lot of good things for the Storm here this afternoon.
Part of that
The ball is initially grounded short,
piece of history,
and then the ball is held up short of the goal line. We have a decision.
But when young Joe played first grade for the Storm last year, he's already played in the Super League with Catalans, but when he played first grade for the Storm, he became, of course, Dad Alex. He gave the big countdown. He had his moment. He's been preparing for that all week. Now Jenkins, that'll be the last play, yes. So, preparation for the season for the Knights and Melbourne on field is complete.